So with that, I want to introduce Tim Noonan, who's going to be my co-host tonight, and he's going to introduce the first feature. I believe we're going to talk about the Global Clipboard. Is that right, Tim?
Yes, thanks, Stephen. So the Global Clipboard is something that we put a lot of work into. The whole idea is that you can copy, cut and paste from one part of the Braille and Speak, not just in the editor, to other parts of the Braille and Speak, BT Speak, I'm sorry, and that includes the desktop. So that's the first thing, including that it can backward and forward translate Braille. But in addition to that, we've also standardized to familiar control characters, Control C for copy, Control X for cut, Control V for paste. So let me have give you a quick demo of how this works. I think what I'll do first, and we'll sort of partially demonstrate another feature at the same time, I'm going to open up the welcome screen. So I'm going to do eChord. I'm in the editor at the moment, so I'll do eChord for the edit menu.
Editor menu, open.
And W to open the welcome screen.
Viewing welcome screen, file 3 of 3.
This is a new welcome screen. It's a lot different to what it was before because it's got actual links and it's also got headings in it. So this will sort of cross over with some of the other features. What I'm going to do is just make sure I'm at the top of the file.
Top of file.
We'll read current line.
Heading level 1, the BT Speak from Bleezy Technologies. Blank. For context sensitive help.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a mark in the document at the top of this paragraph just by pressing M chord.
Mark set.
And we're just going to down arrow with .4 chord, move down a few lines.
For the help topics index blank. Heading level 2 getting started as well as list. You can press enter. .8.
That's enough. So I've got a few lines here and I'm going to, if I want, I can check with WH chord and
mark is 5 lines above. Cursor at line 8 in welcome screen.
And that gives us confidence that the mark is set and it tells us how many lines or characters we are from the mark. So our cursor's down here, our mark's up there. I'm going to hit Control C for copy.
Copied 371 characters.
And it tells you exactly how many characters are copied. So you really know that what you think you're doing is what's happening. Now to do a control character now, well, it's always been the case, you can hold the dots 7 and 8 with the letter. So Control C is dots 7 and 8 with dots 1 and 4. So we do encourage people to move to using the control keys for all of these clipboard commands because they're very memorable, very similar to Windows and very similar to Mac. And it also means that we can potentially free up some of the other less memorable keys that we previously had for copy and paste. But we're not doing that at the moment. At the moment, everything you're familiar with will work, but the control keys are there as well. So let's first of all go into a Braille file. So I'll just shortcut. I'm going to do eChord again for the editor menu.
Editor menu, opened.
And I'm going to hit B for the to create a quick Braille note.
Enter name. Default is note 196.
Now you can see I have very high note numbers because we use notes a lot in our testing. I'll just hit enter to accept that name.
Note 1, new line.
Okay, so we're now in a file. I've just jumped down to the bottom of it, and now I'm going to paste. And remember, this is a Braille file, and the welcome screen was a text file. So I'll do Control V here.
Pasted 299 characters.
Now, if you've got a good memory for numbers, you may have noticed that the number of characters pasted was different to the number of characters copied. And that's because automatically what we've done is a back translation. So I'm just going to go to the top of the file so that we can check that this information has arrived.
Top of file, blank. For context sensitive help on whatever you are doing at the moment, one press.
Now you may remember that was in the help file and that's in this file. Let's go to the start of the line.
.6.
And we're on .6, so that's obviously a capital.
4. Spac orange. Low C.
Oh, now I apologize. I've actually switched to a different, I was doing some testing last night and switched to a different Braille table. So let me just quickly fix that. My apologies.
Options menu. Settings menu. Braille setting. Change the input prompt mode. Change the literary Braille tape. English, United Kingdom. English, English, United, English, Unified, English, English, Unified. OK. Change the literary Braille tape. Braille settings. Shortcut is note 196 is open.
Okay, so I've now switched tables, but what I'm going to do is just pop back to the previous file.
For text sensitive.
Here
Note
we go.
196.brl file 4 of 4. Capital B.
Right, so clearly I've been thrown. Bear with me for a second.
Capital B. Navigation menu. Opened.
All right.
File number. Viewing welcome screen. Top of
Okay,
file.
we're in the welcome screen. We're going to quickly do this.
Mark set. Blank. For content. For the help.
Move down a
Blank.
couple of lines. We're going to copy.
Copied 206. Editor menu. Quick break. Enter. New line. End of file. New
All
line.
right, so here we go. We're back where we were. We'll paste here.
Pasted 191 characters.
Now, if I move around,
For the help topics index, press O chord to open the options menu. Dot 6.
dot 6,
4.
the for sign,
Space.
the sign
Space. Dot 6. H. E. L. P.
for help. So what's happened is automatically it's back translated. Now that bit of confusion there does highlight an important feature or aspect of copy and paste and Braille translation. It's very much based on your table. So when you enter text and convert it to Braille for copying, etc., it will work on the table that you had set. And as you know, UEB is very reliable for back translation. Some of the other tables are a bit less so. We're working on this issue, but clearly a good capability to go back and forth. And I could cut and paste here and also go into a text file and it would convert to ASCII. So if you write in Braille a lot, you can move that text using copy and paste into another file, and you'll be able to have the true ASCII that you could export to your computer or whatever. We can also go to the desktop and we can paste Braille and it will be back translated. So with a couple of fits and starts, that's copy and paste in the editor. What I'm going to do now is
file.
just type
New
in
line.
15.
Comma. N.
So I'm going to go to a text file.
Editor menu. Quick text. Enter name. Note 1. New. End of. New
I'm
line.
going to type in 15
15.
asterisk
Star.
3, and we'll just check that
15
line.
star 3.
Now I'm going to hit Control C, dot 7 and 8 and C, and this will work on the line because no block is set. So that's a feature in the editor. There is, by the way, a full audio demo of the copy and paste facility and a detailed help file called Clipboard.
Copied 6 characters.
Copying that, let's go to the calculator.
Options menu.
O
Open.
chord and C for calculator.
Calculate expression.
Now I'm just going to check what's on this line with C chord.
Expression.
It's blank, as we'd expect. If I do Control V,
6 characters pasted.
6 characters pasted. Let's read the current line now.
Expression. 15 star 3.
15 star 3. If I hit enter,
Result. 45.
we get 45. So I think that gives you a bit of a feel for that we can use cut and paste in prompts. So if you're in the Wikipedia program, you could copy, paste, use Control V to paste what you want to search for into the Wikipedia prompt. At the moment, the only exception to this is actually the AI chat app, which we're looking at as a separate project. So I'll hand back to you, Stephen, and that's our demo of cut, copy, paste in the clipboard in the traditional side.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this.